Revenge is not the answer.
It's not revenge. It's justice.
This is Movie Matrix. Before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Now let's jump straight in. The Boston Blue episode, having Danny on loan from the NYPD, has been great. BPD wants to keep him. They've made him an official job offer. He can take it, but he has to retire from the NYPD and stop being a contractor. This means he can be led on the case files. It also means he has to start doing paperwork. He quite actually enjoyed not doing that part, and so he has to seriously think about the offer. He initially came to Boston to help with his son. Sean was back on his feet. Danny was showing him the ropes of being a cop. It was all good. Danny's life was never in Boston. It was always in New York. He has a girlfriend in New York. He has a job in New York. He has most of his family in New York, and it's hard to walk away from all three. He could still visit like he was doing now. It wasn't that long of a drive between the two locations. It's just that Danny was beginning to like Boston. He was learning the culture. He liked working with his partner. Now was the time to return the many courtesies of the Silver family as they undergo a crisis. The man that killed their father was released. He was released because of District Attorney May Silver. She had to do it. She had to fire an assistant district attorney for corruption because he was accepting pay to release private information about cases. Just because he was doing that didn't mean he was corrupt in all that he did. The judge that reviewed many of the overturned cases didn't care that the Attorney General took over. The fact that ADA Beekman even looked at the case was enough to get it overturned.
You are free to go.
Ronan Flaherty was released in spite of killing a sitting judge. May was in the courtroom. She saw how smug Flaherty looked. She texted her kids. She warned him that the man had been released, and they reacted in different ways. Sarah wanted to find evidence to put him back in jail. Lena wanted to focus on a current open case. She was investigating the death of an NSA agent, and this case could potentially be big. It was Jonah that everyone needed to worry about. Jonah reacted with such anger when his father's killer was released. Jonah was roughing up suspects. He wanted to patrol the area where Flaherty lived. He yelled at both of his sisters. He accused Sarah of starting everything when she found the dirty ADA. He also told his mother that if the situation were reversed, that their dad would never have betrayed her memory like she did his. He stormed out of Shabbat.
Wrong is wrong.
He later exchanged routes with some other officers to get close to Bromley Heath. It's where Flaherty lives. He never paid attention to anyone else's plan. He honed in on Flaherty because he wanted Flaherty to know he's being watched. Jonah wanted Flaherty to feel scared. What he got back was pure contempt. Flaherty said he'd send him running home to his daddy, and then laughed because that was no longer possible. Jonah threw the first punch. He waited until Sean was in the bakery to confront Flaherty. He made it easy for Flaherty and his guys to jump him. Sean came running out when he saw the commotion. He shielded Jonah. He got him out of there. He also never filed a report of what happened.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
It didn't matter because a good Samaritan reported it all the same. Sarah found out about it. She talked to both officers. She warned them that she was already building a case.
I am investigating Ronan.
She didn't need input from them or them starting trouble while she was set on putting Flaherty back in prison. She warned Jonah off. Grandpa also got Jonah to calm down. Leave it to Sarah. Sarah pulled every available open warrant for the Bromley Heath area. She managed to find one of Flaherty's friends who pointed her in a direction before the lawyer he didn't hire shut down the conversation.
From whom? Who?
The guy said that Grady Malone would know why Flaherty did what he did. Much less what else he could be imprisoned over. Sarah had always thought Flaherty killed her father over him, putting Flaherty in prison as a kid. She and her family were wrong about that theory. It turns out Flaherty was working with the Red Saints. They were the Irish mob, and they most likely had a powerful if not rich backer who was paying for them to stay out of prison. Their lawyer has to have been hired by someone. Lena meanwhile closed her case. She found out that a jealous stripper and not the Russians killed their analyst. She got mad that he moved on to a younger stripper. It's why she attempted to blame the younger woman as the killer. Fortunately, the detectives saw right through her. They just finished wrapping up this case when Sean came running in. He said he couldn't get in touch with Jonah. He was worried about him. They put out a bolo for Jonah's car. He was back in Bromley Heath. The three raced over there when they heard gunshots and went rushing in. They found Jonah covered in blood. He was standing over Flaherty's dead body. Flaherty had clearly been murdered. Danny asked Jonah to holster the weapon and to hand it to him because he was taking that BPD badge. And the first case he needed to investigate was this one. The episode ends here. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you don't miss the next one.